Happy Yarnie Yule!
Hi everyone, Yarnie Yule, day 10. So this is Kim from Affordably Crafty, and if you like learning how to stretch your craft dollar, hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss deal alerts, and share this video. So today on the monthly special of Yarnie Yule Summer Edition, where we're getting a jump on our holiday crafting, we are going to use this plastic cup from the Dollar Tree, which comes in, I think, a 12-pack. So it's less than 10 cents a project. And we are going to make a decor item. Now, I would go into my stash and figure out what yarn I want to use for this. So I'm going to use something that's variegated. I just think it's going to look better. And I'm going to pick this cotton. Now, you don't need to use cotton. You can use acrylic. I probably wouldn't suggest wool for this, but acrylic or cotton. And I chose a variegated yarn. I just like the colors in this. I think it looks nice. Now, just a heads up, the color may darken with the process that we use to make this. So just be aware of that. So for this project, you're going to need yarn, a vessel. It doesn't have to be this cup, but I'm going to suggest it's something you can cut up afterwards because it's going to make your life a lot easier when it's done. So a cup or a plastic bowl or something like that. My suggestion. You're going to need a plastic grocery bag or from a store of your choice that you're going to cut up. Scissors, Mod Podge, a bowl to put the Mod Podge in, and a fork. And that will make sense in a few minutes. So let's go over to the work table and I'm going to show you how we do this. Okay, see you in a minute.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Affordably Crafty. And today we are going to be making some yarn bowls. So if you're new here, this channel is all about stretching your craft dollar and being affordably crafty through tips and tricks and many fun things. So this month's theme is Yarnie Yule. So all of, or most of, the things on this channel this month are going to be centered around the holidays. So today we are going to try, and well, yeah. If you're new here, welcome. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you think you'll enjoy this content. Share if you're so inclined. So in this craft today, I'm going to be using some recycled material and some other stuff. So we need yarn of your choice. So this is a project that can be done and used in other colors during different times of the year. Just like school glue, or I have glue all here, white glue. Container-free glue to go in. Fork. This is a heavy-duty plastic one. Plastic shopping bag. Tape. Scissors. And whatever mold you want to put this on. So this is just a solo cup. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to cut up this bag like in half. And we are going to wrap it around these cups. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. So what I did is I just cut off the back half of the bag. I didn't want to use the side with the printing because I'm not sure if the red's going to come off on the white part of this yarn. And I don't want to have that happen to me. So I'm just using the part without the printing. I cut off the handles and then cut the back in half. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this snugly around here and I'm going to secure it with tape on the inside. Be back in a minute. All right, so these are both wrapped. It's important that there's no holes on the top, and you can see inside I just wrapped this half first, then I went directly across and wrapped over here, and then directly over here, and then over here, and then I did the sides if I had to. And then this is what the inside of this one looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to put glue in here, and I will be right back. Hey everyone. So little game plan change. Instead of that white glue, I'm going to be using Mod Podge. It was coming out thicker than I wanted, and I really, honestly, didn't want to struggle with it. So I reached into my craft stash and got some Mod Podge. So what I've done is I have taken this yarn that I picked, and I have cut it into manageable lengths. So like, it's a guess how big that is. And what I'm gonna do is put the camera up here so you can see better, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take one of these lengths of string and put it in the Mod Podge and kind of push it down with my fork.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Okay, honey. Okay, I'm going to push it down with my fork, but I'm going to hold on to the end so I don't lose it.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6,
And now I'm going to use the fork and slowly drag it
7,
to get the excess Mod Podge off, because you don't want it caked on there.
18, 20,
I just want enough to kind of make it stick. Now I also made sure that the length is not longer than my arm. So I am just slowly putting it on here. You don't have to be this specific. Just kind of wanted to try and reinforce the base a little bit. It's going to take a little while to dry. But so. If you need to move this, you can use your fork. I'm just using a plastic fork because I don't really feel like dealing with cleanup today. That's really the space I'm at. And sometimes, you know, that's okay. This piece really didn't have a lot of Mod Podge on it, so I'll put a little bit like this. Okay, so you see this first one? I chose to put on here like this. You don't have to do it like that, however you want. That was just a choice of mine. Now we're gonna go in with the second one. Do the same method over and over. You're not gonna wanna put more than one string in here at a time. So this is what it looks like all wrapped. Now you don't have to be as precise as I was up here. I just really want this to be able to lay flat because otherwise it's going to bother me. If that doesn't bother you, don't feel like you have to do that. So what I chose to do was go around in a spiral on the bottom layer. Then I put some pieces of string over this way. Sorry. So over this way for support and kind of crisscross them. And then I put the spiral on top at the end. This is going to take a long time to dry. I expect at least a couple days because it's pretty thick in some areas. I have Mod Podge left. We're not going to waste that. I'm going to put it back in the jar. And these scraps we'll find use with something else. So I'm going to check back in with you guys in a couple days and see how this is coming dry. Okay, see you then.
So, that took longer to dry than I anticipated. Maybe next time I won't put so many layers on. So, my initial work video was, I can't remember if I did it 4 or 5 days ago, but it was a while ago. So, I did 3 layers of yarn on the bottom, and that's really what took the longest. So, I had to cut out the cup. It came off no problem from the plastic bag, but I had to cut out the cup and flip this over so it would dry better. Now, for it to dry, I took one of these spice bottles. First thing I did was I flipped it upside down and I started letting it dry for about a day or 2 like that, so that this part here was dry, so that I could then feel confident in picking it up so it wouldn't get all messed up. And then what I did is I put it on top of this container so that it would be raised up so more air would get under this. And then once a lot of this was dry, but I knew this part wasn't, because if you pick it up and look at it, you can tell. So that's the reason I used a clear container, because you can see when the bottom or whatever still needs to dry. So what I did is I went in and I pulled this away from the side and I cut this up to take it off. And that exposed the bottom. And then what I was able to do was, the bottom of this was pretty much dry, the part that was exposed, but inside here it wasn't. So I sat it like this on the counter for another couple of days. And then it was finally dry. So here is the finished product of our Yarnie yarn bowl, which I actually kind of really like. But again, like I said, the process may darken your yarn a little bit. So this is what the yarn started off looking like. This is the Yarnie bowl. See how it's gotten darker? But I like how it came out. Now I was particular in how I did the pattern. You don't have to be that particular. I went around in circles first because I wanted the inside to look like this. See how the bottom looks there? And how that bottom looks? I wanted the bottom to be pretty sturdy. I didn't want there to be a lot of holes. That was a choice. You can have holes. There's holes over here. You could have it be much more holy. But I wanted this to actually hold something, so I thought maybe something light. You don't want something really heavy in here, but I was thinking maybe candy canes or something of that nature, because I'm probably going to put this on my candy bar during the holidays. But again, you can make this in whatever color you want. You can change the shape. It's really a very versatile project. So yeah, this is how this came out. I'm very happy with this. I actually may make this similar project for staff gifts at school. I could definitely change it up, and again, use just yarn that's cheaper, and you don't have to make it this thick. I just chose to make it this thick this time, just to try it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Yarnie Yule. Let me know if anybody's made something like this with Mod Podge before and how it's come out, and let me know what color you would make your yarn bowl. So yeah, thanks for joining us here on Affordably Crafty today for Yarnie Yule Day 10. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any deal alerts, and I will see you next time on Affordably Crafty. Have a creative day. Bye.